Happy Monday, everybody. It's time to get back to work. Well, at least I'm picking out a fun movie tonight. This morning. I am going to review, Ernest Scared Stupid.
Sounds so stupid.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's silly, yes. This movie did come out in 1991. Yep, we're going 3 years ahead from yesterday's Beetlejuice movie. And I'm sure this would scare the bejeebers out of Siskel and Ebert. Somehow they would get offended by this movie. So I figured I will do them a favor, and now they can, hopefully their spirit is filling this room, because now I can offend them by showing this movie. So yes, this is Ernest Scared Stupid, starring Jim Varney, and I am Chip Conroach. And I'm going to start with a question. What is your favorite Ernest movie? Or do you just like the commercials? Or do you just downright hate Ernest movies? Which is totally fine. You can do that. There is freedom of speech, which I offer on my channel, which hardly anybody takes advantage of. But you can do that. If you really hate these movies, please say so. I would understand. A lot of people do, but a lot of people like them as well. So, moving on. So this is Ernest Scared Stupid. This is starring the, I don't know if you want to say legendary Jim Varney, but I'm going to say it anyways. Okay, now it's time for the Jim Varney lesson. So he started out as a Shakespeare actor. I did forget where he went to college. He went to, I believe it was Harvard, and he got into Shakespeare. He's a very intelligent human being. You wouldn't know from watching Ernest.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He is. He's got other clips too. It's called As the World As I See It, and he plays Astor Clement. And you can see the side person that he plays is a very well-spoken individual. Ernest, however, is not. He is the village idiot. And he started
like you.
You're hilarious. I am not the village idiot here. Have you been to Florida? There's several of them.
You're not from Florida.
No, I'm not, but I was not the Depew village idiot either.
I beg to differ.
Oh. I think you're wrong on that.
I beg to differ.
I can at least live Solid Oak. So moving on to
Was he from Depew?
No, but he lived there for a while.
Well, that's not the same thing then.
Okay, well, I don't explode toilets. So I'm getting back to what? So this is Ernest Scared Stupid. We're going back to Jim Varney.
You said this already 4 times.
Well, I forgot.
I still don't know the who part though.
I forgot where I left off because I had to apologize. So I believe. So who is Jim Varney? So
I don't know. That's why I asked.
Like I said, I believe he did go to Harvard. Oh yeah, okay, they cover that. So he started out doing these Ernest commercials. So then the commercials were popular. So then John Cherry, the director, he said, well, then why don't we try shooting a movie? So they started out with Ernest Goes to Camp. And that was
a dumb movie.
Oh, come on. But it was funny.
Yeah, hilarious. Ha, ha, ha.
And then there was Ernest Saves Christmas.
Also a dumb movie. Any others?
Yeah, and then this was the third one. This was Ernest Scared Stupid.
Also a dumb movie.
You haven't seen it yet. I don't think you have. And this is also co-starring Eartha Kitt.
Who?
She did some Disney stuff. I guess she was in the movie Holes, from what I just read. She was in The Emperor's New Groove. I knew her because she was in the 1960s Batman. She was one of the Catwomen. She played Catwoman on the show. And
she was one of the Catwomen?
Yeah, they had a few.
Oh.
They had Faye Merriweather. I forgot the other one, and then Eartha Kitt. So Okay, so we just talked about Eartha Kitt, right? Okay. So then there is some other people you probably haven't heard of. I'm trying to think of her first name.
Oh, we gotta go to cheating again.
Yeah, I do actually. Sorry. Yeah, there's I apologize for the. Oh, well, there is Bill Bird. She was in some of the other Ernest movies. He plays Bob in all of the Ernest movies, pretty much. He was started in Ernest Goes to Camp. Then there was Ernest Saves Christmas, Scared Stupid, and the other ones. I believe Ernest Goes to School. But let me kind of do them in order here.
How many of these dumb movies are there?
There's a lot. Shay Estar plays Elizabeth, and Austin Nagler plays Kenny Binder. So those are pretty much the actors you have. And because this movie is about a spell that is on the town, one of Ernest's relatives, there was a thing of trolls that were tormenting the town, and they end up only coming back if his name's Ernest P. Whirl, so if a Whirl repeats the spell, the trolls then come back. Well, Ernest, somehow he managed to say, he put his hand on the tree and recited what the spell was. He pretty much said the only way that spell would be broken is if a Whirl ended up saying it, and he recited it, so the trolls came back.
He's a moron.
But it was very funny. This movie is goofy, and yes, the town is overrun by trolls. And that is actually the plot. So right away, I can actually go into showing clips. Because there's really not much more to say about this. Except I could say the movies that came out in 1991.
Which are?
Oh, I thought you liked to do that part. So I guess we could do... I know that this is probably going to be a shorter video because there's not exactly a lot of actors to go over here. But 1991 was a good year because you had Terminator 2, JFK, Beauty and the Beast, Hook...
Home Alone.
Home Alone, Ninja Turtles 2, I believe. Fun fact with that, the leftover pizza props were actually used for this movie. Yes, they got the leftovers. So that's one thing that John Cherry was really on top of. Although, I do like John Cherry better than John Hamburg. So with other movies that came out, I believe was... Oh yeah, I already did say Beauty and the Beast. What about Toys? Did that come out that year?
Toy Soldiers did.
Oh, Toy Soldiers did. Okay. So Toys must have been 92. So let me think here. So 91. Oh, yeah, Dances with Wolves. That was another Kevin Costner movie.
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, Silence of the Lambs was a big one.
What?
And then also My Girl and... don't tell everybody the babysitter's dead.
Just don't tell Mom.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead. Yes, we did have to go over the 91 movies because Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead has a whopping 5 views. But it is still beating out Friday Night Lights. Sorry, Lights.
And Grown Ups.
Yeah, it is beating Grown Ups, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Step Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, so 91 was loaded with a lot of really good movies. Not sure where I would really put Ernest Scared Stupid. It's one of those...
At the bottom.
Borderline, very funny movies, but...
Very funny,
not really Oscar-worthy, like JFK and Silence of the Lambs. And I'm sure Beauty and the Beast won a lot as well.
My Girl.
My Girl did not win awards.
It's a good movie, though.
Well, yes, people don't like Macaulay Culkin.
I do. Also, he died in it, so therefore they should like that part then.
Yeah, that I guess, okay, that is true.
It was very sad. I cried.
Now, the one thing we do have to watch out here, this is a Halloween movie. We have Krispy Kreme donuts. Roger Ebert is there's a very, very, very good chance he is going to pop out and he is going to make those donuts disappear in just a second.
We decorated. Ain't no ghost in my house. Get over it. Let's go. Chop, chop.
Well, if we see the donuts disappear, we're going to know who ate them.
Yeah, you!
Yeah, Roger Ebert will get to him first. He almost pops out of those sweaters and every review that I watch with him in it. So, okay, so with this movie, I'm going to show the first clip of Ernest going to the
Crazy lady?
Miss Hackmore's house to clean up her trash. She seems to be left with a big violation code for the town, and the mayor has already threatened to tell Sheriff Binder to fire Ernest. Now, from what I just read, Sheriff Binder was actually in a lot of Ernest's other movies. I just didn't realize it. So I will show the first clip of the wacky Miss Hackmore.
The evil causes through the portals and channels of your body. You will lie a quivering, toxic mass of screaming flesh. They will have to load you and the rest of this backward town on a meat wagon without meat for.
So in other words, it might be better if I came back another day.
So she recognizes him as the Whirl Kid. So she thinks that, yeah, evil is upon them. Now, the one thing at the beginning of the movie that I forgot to say was Ernest's ancestor. When he did get rid of those trolls, what he did was, I guess, the ancestors of Mr. Whirl, I guess each year they get dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber.
That explains a lot.
So that explains why Ernest is the way he is. But nonetheless, as stupid as he is, he's hilarious. Now we will meet the three children that are unfortunately going to be in this movie. They're okay, I guess. The lines are not very clever for them. I don't think they were in anything else. The only one that was the girl, Elizabeth. She was in Third Rock from the Sun.
Nope.
That's what I know her from anyways. And she was in some other movies that I haven't really heard of before. So, oh yeah, she was in some hooker movie or something. So, good for her. She was in something like that. And I think that was actually the name of it. I'll have to look it up.
You probably own it.
I do not own it. I read it. So I will have you meet the three children in just a second. Don't.
Come in here and go through that door.
You know I don't like movies like that.
Joey hits him in the face with a mop. A wet mop. Then they'll have to crawl through all these peeled grapes while I'm screaming. Where are my eyes? Don't step on my eyeballs. Gross.
So that's Elizabeth. Let's see. There's Joey. Yes, I'm cheating. I'm sorry. And Kenny Binder, who is Sheriff Binder's son. And yes, these are the kids that are in this. No, they're annoying. Their lines are not very good. So I guess this is the problem with the movie are unfortunately the kids. But Ernest is funny, so he saves the day. So Jim Varney to the rescue it is. And those are the two Murdoch kids. Those are the bullies that we got at the very end of this. And they are the ones that get pizza thrown at them later on in the movie. So Ernest is going to give Kenny some advice. So we will get to that in just a second.
That hysterical perspective, you know what I mean?
Not really.
You need to learn a self-defense lesson from tiny but small, that lucky little nation that defeated that giant Ottoman Empire. Yeah.
Ernest, what does that have to do with me?
I'm glad you asked. Flying through in the still air. Then it's getting the screeching war cry of the Ottoman horde.
I'm scared. Everybody in your body's one is scared. It looks like curtain.
This place is just screaming for Drake. Don't worry about the Ottomans. They're just wussies. They're all
I wanted to show this part. I know that I got quite annoyed look when he was going through all those characters, but this is showing that Jim Varney can do. He could play several character parts, as annoying as they might be. But the old lady is probably my favorite. We got one of the old ladies that he played. But the person that is running the camera isn't very familiar with the Ernest movies and probably doesn't appreciate them like some people do. So
Who are you talking about?
my wonderful bride.
No, you do want to finish this video?
Yes.
Then shut the hell up and play the stupid movie.
So this is why I wanted to show that. And also he's trying to give this little Kenny kid some encouragement. So I guess he does it by, first of all, destroying a car with a car jack. That probably wasn't a car jack to begin with. So he destroys the car. So I guess he's the guy that's going to give him some encouragement. So after he goes through all those characters, he mentions Plan 1 and holds up 2 fingers. So it's not really looking good. So now he's at the treehouse, and now he seems to unleash the trolls that look like little Amy Schumers. And I'm playing the next clip. This movie too.
Places his hand on a tree like this and says,
Yea, I call thee forth, Trantor.
but what are the chances of that happening?
I'm gonna go with very, very good.
Boy, I sure hope you're from Needler. You better back up. You don't want to fight me. I know Tai Chi.
Well, so he unleashes the troll. So, obviously it wakes up when he does the spell, and then it goes after Ernest. And yes, I did laugh at the, I sure hope you're from Keebler. I'm sorry, I found that funny.
Aren't them elves?
Those are elves, but it's still funny anyways.
Hilarious.
It's better than anything that John Hamburg would write, or Kevin Smith for that matter.
Hilarious.
It was. And then I must be related to these trolls because it seems like they're afraid of milk like I am. So that's what makes them run away, and we are going to
That's a fact.
Yes. And we are going to see what those little wooden dolls look like because he's about to capture Joey.
Do you turn into an ugly troll? Because if you do, we can't get married.
No, I'm not going to turn into an ugly troll.
Oh, thank God.
Don't worry. You would not. I will make sure that I would not look like Amy Schumer ever. So now I will show what the little wooden dolls look like.
Somebody help me! Help! Anyone! Oh! Help! Somebody! Ernest! Help! Oh! Kitty! Where are you? Help!
Hey, I got you.
Thanks, Ernest. You saved me. I thought I was a goner.
Well, little Joey has been turned to wood. Well, we got one kid down. 2 more to go.
He takes all 3.
I can't get that lucky. So far, it's just the one. But we will find out if he does get the other 2.
How many does Ernest save?
He attempts to save them all. I'm trying to remember. I know they get the 2 Murdoch kids. And I know he gets a few others, but I don't know about the main characters. He may have gotten... I don't think the girl gets... Oh, she does. Okay, so I think he does get two of them.
Oh, okay.
So we will meet Tommy and Bobby, the 2 brothers who have been in a lot of the Ernest movies. The only one that the character Tommy was in most of them, but this is replaced by another actor. I don't know much about him. Unfortunately, he's not the other guy. So I will show that clip in just a second. Not many more clips.
This is Tom Tulip from Tulip Brothers One Stop Salvage. This is his brother Bobby. Fella comes in here the other day and he says to me, "Well, Tulip Brothers give me a good deal on an outboard motor and some taxidermy supplies." And I said, "Does a fat puppy hate fast cars?" Then he says, "5 chopped troll bait, $3 a pound, 50 pounds, 14 no troll strips, only $9.95 each. Has one trolling motor, $79.95 for a grand total of $1,749.98
Plus tax.
plus tax.
Does that include the giant album with every troll love song ever written?
Do rattlesnakes kiss carefully?"
Well, that's Tom and Bobby ripping off Ernest. I know it's not very hard to do, but I thought it was kind of funny how that bag there was what $3 a pound, and then he picks up with one hand and says 50 pounds. He could have said 20 and it would have been funny, but 50 just topped it off and made it even better. So, yeah, they do throw these guys in the mix, the sleazy salesman. Like I said, the actor that originally plays Tommy is a lot better than this guy. I looked him up and I couldn't find much on him. Obviously, the actor that does play Tommy was also in Hollywood Nights. And he was also the Big Bopper in... Why are you shaking your head no?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, we did a review on it.
Oh, yeah.
He
knew
was
that.
he was the cop that kept getting pranked on.
Oh, I like that guy.
Yeah, he's usually better for whatever reason he didn't do this. And then he was the Big Bopper in the Buddy Holly story.
Yeah, definitely did not see that.
Oh.
Don't give me that face. You don't watch any of my movies either.
Yes, I did. I watched Double Mommy, and after this video, we are gonna celebrate over some fine cognac.
I hate you.
So I will play the next clip. I'm just going to see what it is first.
Well, human sacrifice would definitely be a last resort. Now, tracks is where it's at. You see, Mr. Big, Bad, Short, and Ugly will probably come strolling through the woods saying something like, "Oh, sure could use a rest. They did catch a movie on the cable. Think I'll check into this troll motel."
And with this alarm system, the minute something steps in our track, the beeper will go off.
And Indo Trollo, comprendo?
So this is the wonderful contraption that Ernest makes, the Troll Motel. I do find his little lines here kind of funny, and then of course he ends up slamming his hand on it. So these little scenes here were actually done, it's sort of done in his commercials. He would always get his hand stuck or fall off a ladder. They don't make commercials like that anymore. And now the kids figured out, or Sheriff Binder's kid found out that milk is actually what kills these trolls. So they use the finest Purity milk at the local store. And Purity milk is one of the commercials that Ernest used to do. I do find the Purity brand kind of funny because I'm sure it's below quality like a Walmart brand, which is great value. So I will show the scenes of the kids going through the store picking out America's finest Purity milk.
This is getting out of hand.
Devour the humans!
And the crowd goes wild. This one's over the fence and out of the park. Like 3 more RBIs?
So this is the clip here of Ernest trying to fight them off, and the kids are loading up on, like I said, the greatest purity milk. So they are loading up for battle in this part. So I will show one more clip of them actually making an attempt to kill the trolls, and let's find out what happens. This will be the final clip that I show.
You better like a little bit of this milk punch.
No, not the dropper.
The doomsday dropper.
Oh, no, not that.
Is there no mercy?
I like it.
A woman's word is never done.
Alright, so this is the final clip. It shows the multiple personalities again, which I forgot about. And it shows the milk killing the trolls. So, this comical movie just gets better and better. So, oh, you like it. You cannot wait to finish this.
Oh, I can.
So, I am not, because I don't like to spoil endings, I am not going to spoil the ending here. This is one, if you've never seen an Ernest movie, or if you want to have a fun family movie night, check out Ernest Scared Stupid, or another Ernest movie for that matter. You don't
Or
have to
none
go-
of them.
Ignore that.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
So you can check out whichever one. You don't have to go in a certain order. There really is no reason to. So, this is Ernest Scared Stupid. So how do you grade a movie like this? It is not supposed to be an artistic success. This is not an Oscar caliber movie, not even close. It's not even worth a Golden Globe. It's not meant for that. It's meant to be goofy. It's meant to be fun. But to be fair, I do have to give it probably a C plus to B minus rating. It is funny, it's goofy, but like I said, actually the trolls looked pretty cool, so I'm going to give it that. It looked as real, I guess, as a troll could actually look. So in that case, that is the rating I'm going to give it, is a C plus to B minus, because that's really what it is. Which isn't bad. It's an average. That's probably a little bit maybe above average. So, do I recommend seeing this? Oh yeah, if you want to have a good time and you want to have a nice laugh, this is the movie to do it. Hey, I laughed more at this than I did in watching Deadpool or Zack and Miri or I Love You Man or Superbad or Knocked Up. I thought this was much more enjoyable. And you can watch this with kids. It's a PG rating. It's not really scary. I mean, you've probably seen scarier people at Walmart than you have watching these trolls. So, this is definitely one.
I see a scary person sitting across from me right now.
Oh, I'll take that as a compliment. It is. We are getting towards Halloween, which is why.
Are you dressed up?
Well, you can kind of say I'm in my pajamas, so I guess I do have my morning look to me. So I guess I could be scary tonight.
You're in regular clothes, one. And two, you're always scary looking.
Okay, well, that's fine. So, and like I said, this is a Halloween movie, so this will be the second Halloween movie, I guess. I guess Beetlejuice does count. So, if you like this video, comment below, subscribe if you want, and thank you for watching.